Hello friends, welcome back to this one. In this episode, we are looking at CSS ID. Okay, on our previous lesson, we looked at classes. Okay, and we understood that with a class, we use the file extension is dots, but the ID, the file extension is pound or hashtag. Okay, and you can see here too, before we give it an attribute name, we use an class on the previous lesson, but this time you're going to use an ID. Okay, these are the two basic difference between the classes and the ID when you are writing the code. Okay, but we use an ID for a specific taxes, okay, or a specific lines of code. Okay, but classes we use it frequently and when we are coding, but we use ID on a specific basis. Okay, so just understand it like that. Now this is where we got to on our previous lesson. So what we are going to do here is we are going to convert this CSS class that we implemented here. If you can recall, let me open it in a browser for you to see it again. So we are going to convert this one to an ID. Okay, this is a class, CSS class that we implemented. Let's convert it to an ID. And it is pretty simple, okay? So as we show on the diagram, instead of class, we use what ID, and the paragraph tag too, let's change it to ID instead of class, ID. And we are good to go. Okay, so at the CSS section, we only have to change the file extension. We only have to change the extension to what? To pound or the hashtag. So by doing it, when I save this one and save this one and head towards our browser and refresh, our code must persist. Okay, there will be no changes. Why? Because it is the same approach that we have done. Okay, it is the same thing. So to use an ID, like I said before, you only need an ID before your attributes name, and when it comes to your CSS section, you use a hashtag instead of dots. Classes use dots, ID use hashtag. Please take it like that, and let's meet on the next one. Thank you.